as far as destroying culture, mass media and politics has a lot to do with that, and along with destroying them physically. But media has so much to do. Like I mentioned earlier, the radios in Rwanda talking about how the Tutsis were not Rwandans, that they were cockroaches, that they were vermin, worse than the dirt under your foot, and the fact that the Tutsis had been there longer than that name had even been given to them, because they were only named that once colonization began by the whites. And just you see over and over again just hate speech on the television, radio, word of mouth, over the internet nowadays, and like Nazi camps, those I guess chants that they would repeat over and over and over again. This is that's another form of media, because they would chant that as they're going down the streets, and so every German citizen heard that, everyone, and it kind of gets instilled into their brains, and that's part of the thing I was talking about, where ordinary citizens start to accept this and believe, well, it's necessary, or even if they don't think it's necessary, they think that it's not necessary to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Another, along that vein, the mass media is there to convince these quiet dissenters, because you have to remember, there's a lot of groups in genocide. There's your victims, your perpetrators, your vocal dissenters, which usually become victims, and then your quiet dissenters who may not agree, but they're too afraid to take action,
Absolutely.
right? And so the purpose of mass media is to take these quiet dissenters and make it so they don't become vocal dissenters by indoctrinating them into the perpetrator group. In Nazi Germany, in the Holocaust, we see that through the use of the swastika. The swastika, now we see it as neo-Nazi or Nazi Germany. It's one of the most evil symbols in the world. But before that, it was actually a Catholic symbol. So
it was a Hindu symbol. As a Roman Catholic, I'll say it was Hindu.
Oh, okay. So, well, I was always taught that it was used by German Catholics as
Catholics have stolen a lot of symbolism from pagan religion.
But
completely new.
But it wasn't. The swastika was.
We are getting a little off topic.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just trying to point out that.
But the point being made. Go ahead.
The point being made, and now I question the accuracy of my point, but I'll finish the thought anyways, is that they use symbols that people could relate to try to get them on their side.
Yeah. That is true. And it doesn't, like when media is setting out the stuff, it's during a time where the government and the economy is low and everyone's just kind of like, oh, we've hit bottom, what do we believe in? We have to trust our government, because who else are we going to trust? So,
they're trying to blame the downfall of the government on a certain group.
Yeah, and that just makes it easier for them to hate that group and for genocide to happen.
Another thing is, commonly they will play into, I guess, conflicts that are already existing. And like I said, the Tutsis were given that name by Western colonization, and the Hutus, the other group in Rwanda, actually was at the same time given that existing name. And because of those names being given to these people, conflict arose from that, because one was favored by the white colonists over the other. And over the years, that itself created kind of anger and resentment against each other. And when this genocide occurred, it's not that the Hutus were going to just go start killing their neighbors and stuff, because a lot of this genocide was perpetrated by regular citizens who just joined up. And it's because of what they heard on the radio. It's because the government played into their existing resentments against the other group. But it's also because the government said things like, they are going to get you if you don't get them first. Right. They will kill you. They will come and get you. They will find you. They will kill you and your children. And that's another thing that is really effective, unfortunately, is playing into people's fears to get them to get them to do what you want.
Okay, we're going to take a short little break, and we'll come back and we'll finish up with the tools of genocide. We still have to talk about relocation, and then we'll move into privilege and awareness.
Prevention and awareness.
Prevention. Sorry, prevention and awareness.